All right, so back to this. Nearly didn't open up in time, but we're just continuing carrying on with Seagore's drop. I'm realizing it's looking like I'm probably not going to be able to finish this before I leave with how extensive it is with all of Seagore's route left, or at least some of it, right? And needing to go back and make our choices. See all of Natsuki's route, right? And those interactions. As well as still needing to go Izumi as well as Midori, right? What I might do is I might do the lunch interaction with both Izumi and Midori just to, you know, get those out of the way, right? And then I'll hold off deliberately on a Natsuki's route. I think that's not the worst idea. That'll obviously be once and done. Regardless, I'm gonna finish the Oars route. But that's kind of I'm thinking I don't think I have enough time to finish this. So again, I'm gonna hold off. Um, but we'll see. We're kind of at a where did we last? This was our save, right? Again, yeah, with Sayori, right? So why'd the screen go black? What's going on? What the bitch flashback? We're getting a flashback. This has to be to how they met, right? Sachan. Who's that? Oh, that's gotta be all right. And again, he's remembering back to the past, right? And again, he's trying to be the responsible one here, you know. So, and again, it's funny because, yours full of way too much sugar. But yeah, it's funny. Even back then, there was that difference, right? Rice cakes, sometimes they go out and drive around or eat someplace or watch a scary movie, you know, leave me at home to play video games. I mean, because in Sayori is 100% correct, right? Because I mean, I was at that age, right? Because your parents they go and do something, right? Get away from the kids, and you just get to sit at home and chill during that time, like that's what it's like for normal people, right? For I shouldn't say normal people, for people who lead and live normal lives, right? And have functioning family dynamics, right? Obviously, the MC doesn't have this, I'm curious as to what his situation would have been like at this point, but the reality is, who knows, depending on dad leaving, what his mom's up to, like this is just like that's how it is 24/7. He just doesn't have that parental support and it sucks. Like, I mean, again, like you can really sympathize with the MC here, you know, again, right? Because it's like obviously Sayori, I mean, questionable how much she knows at this point. And it's interesting because even now you need to question whether or not Sayori's being genuine here. Because like there's also the aspect of she's saying this, but does she mean it? Again, we know about her issues, right? Just like the MCs. So no, his dad's favorite. And do you get it? Unfortunately, not. He doesn't, right? Yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't, and he's just being honest here. Like, but also like because yeah, well, it's also weird that the MC brought this up because I thought it was going to be kind of like because if it were Natsuki, okay, it'd be yeah, strict curfew. The MC's parents just seem to be more apathetic, like they don't really care. And again, that's interesting here. These like they're already friends at this point. They're like their favorite people, but you know, yeah, and again, I'm curious specifically as to Pops just gave you allowance. Bitch, all right, buying him a ticket, dude. There's no way the MC can afford that. But I was gonna say, I'm curious because again, so the context in the canon is that 5 years ago, right? The MC and Sayori stopped seeing each other when he moved away, right? I mean, okay, like there's. I was about to ask what specifically happened, but I mean, moving at that age and especially probably not having a phone and since they are kind of young because they're freshmen, he's a first year in high school, right? So like they're probably back in grade school, like primary school. So it kind of makes sense. I mean, it sucks. Like it really does suck. But like it's not like he knew like it really does suck, but it's entirely understandable. Like I was about to say like because like for some mods have like just the weird like time skip thing, right? And that's like, oh, what the fuck happened? This it sucks, but it kind of makes sense, right? The MC's at an age to where the logic is, oh, he can get new friends, right? And especially moving like that, so it was just pure coincidence he ran to Sayori again, right? But yeah, it sucks. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, that does suck. So there you are, Kaori. Who's that? Just Sayori's mother's name, right? Damn, Yuri. So she was in. That's interesting. Slakaya. Wait, what? Okay, yeah, no, this isn't our bitch. What the fuck is she talking about? Hold on. What the hell is she? So this is a different Yuri, right? I wander into a big minefield. Bitch, fucking, where do you live? Fucking Bosnia? What the hell? Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, average Bosnian child. Jesus, like, what the hell? Damn. And also, like, so again, I really, the one thing I wish we got more out of this mom is the MC's kind of background situation. Like, because it's not super clear and we don't exactly know, right? We can assume his dad left, don't even know if he's alive. And the mother, again, is just kind of absent, right? So, I mean, we know she stays at the place because she keeps wine and cigarettes there. She just has never showed up in the mod, right? They're so mean but like again, and this is and again, like I was gonna say, because Sayori also, so I guess Kaori and Yuri are probably Sayori's parents, right? That's what I'm presuming. And here's the thing, right? It's kids, and children, right? They speak the truth, right? Sayori's being 100% true here. Like she's like just this is what she's observed and how it is, right? Obviously, she doesn't know kind of to hold back, but it's like, the thing there and what that comes down to, right, is again, that ultimately at the end of the day, yeah, basically that's I guess now that's our confirmation that even then they were like that, right? And they're probably mean and angry because they're going through that divorce, right? I mean, parents plural, right? So that's probably, and again, bringing up that point, right? And yeah, let me guess, she just ran off. You know, see again, and yeah, it's none of your business to on how they decide. But again, it's also like, what are you doing? And again, this sucks. You need to think about this from the perspective of Sayori's parents, right? Because I feel like they have a functioning, healthy relationship. And they're seeing their kid get along with another kid, but unfortunately, that kid doesn't have the greatest, family, right? I mean, like that's like Sayori's 100% correct, and I feel like her parents kind of need to realize that. But unfortunately, there's just like nothing you can really do there, right? Other than like offer, support, right, if they need it. Like, that's just at least if you're able to provide, right? Again, that it's just very unfortunate, right? Absurd target, big cow, bro. Her parents, dude. All right, Yuri. That's like a Russian name, dude. Our parents Russian, like Selinska. And then what they? Yeah, their parents gotta be Russian, right? Yeah. Who's this person saying like, yeah, going through a minefield? Like, what the hell? Kaori. Lapushka. Like, dude, yeah, parents, freaking Russian parents. Like, what the hell? Uh, come on. I tell you already love her. Hey, yeah, it's good, big ass cow, Mono it is, you know, like Solinska. See, there you are. And this is our mom. So I'm, but here's the issue, right? So this is interesting because not only are we getting backstory between the MC and Sayori and their relationship, but I think because this is the first time we've seen how our mother acted in this game. We have never heard from her before, right? It was the only thing is that, wine, cigarettes, divorce, wine, cigarettes, the pipeline, right? The path, So if this is how our mother's acting in the past, I think the kind of what the story we're piecing together is they had the kid, right? Maybe not ready, maybe premature, maybe it was a functioning relationship. Over time, for one reason or another, kind of grew resentful of each other, got the divorce. Ultimately, dad left, mom, couldn't really move on, right? So it seems like I don't want to say similar to Natsuki's, because Natsuki's um backstory is almost always the mother dies, and then that's how her dad ends up the way he does, right? This is more of like a uh I mean, it is very similar, but obviously the MC's going through different issues as a result, right? But similar again, situation. But that's what I'm get like because this is the first time we see her mother speak. Hold on, bitch, you shut the fuck up. You interrupting the fucking flashback? What are you talking about? Man, fucking wait. How the fuck? Yeah, it's like, wait, how the fuck are you in my dream? Like, Mono. Since Kai's a black and white panda, monochrome, I guess makes sense. Momo, way too hard. Yeah, dude's like, bitch, all right, yeah, back in the present. But the biggest thing we got out of that was the one line from our mother. And again, of course, see where his mother still made food for him, right? But that's because I feel like that gives us way more context as to kind of what because knowing how it was like back then, we can kind of, work from there to the present, right? So that's not going to happen. Yeah, she even said because I mean, imagine like let's say you like me are a normal person, like a functioning member of society, decent human being, right? Like again, this is what I'm saying. Like if you're in Sayori's parents, that's a tough spot because your kid, right, is playing with someone else who doesn't have a great family, but is still really great friends with your kid. Like, I mean, obviously you can't adopt them. You can't, just confront their family, right? The best you can do is be there to support. So like them making lunches is perfect. Like that's what they need to be doing, right? And again, that's why they're not going to budge on it, because they know what he's, or at least, they could guess, and just it's the least they can do, right? And again, it's because of the pet. Dude, I hate the fucking stuffing. But anyway, because that's what he wants to at least try to attempt to reconstruct. Damn, what the hell? Are they happy thoughts? Because what would suck and because I that's really such a shitty fucking situation. Like it's really a shitty situation. There's no real workaround to the MC and Sayori game split up like that. There's no way they were able to keep in contact. Like it's just not possible. You know, memories. Something that kind of shook me. It's possible I've had depression. I mean, shit. I mean, and again, he's like, it's not realized that they weren't. Funny enough, I think a lot of time, it's the other way around, right? I feel like a lot of people looking back to the past, well, I think a lot of people looking back, they only really remember the good parts of things that happened, right? It goes into kind of like the theory that you don't really regret things you do. For the most part, you regret things that you don't do, right? And also that but because of that, looking back, whenever you do something, right? And it's like how I look favorably on high school and college. Granted, it wasn't entirely good. No. Like college was low key pretty crazy with COVID, right? But again, it wasn't entirely good. I'm not gonna lie, but I still look on it fondly, right? Just like I do high school. But again, it's like, I mean, obviously this is ignoring depression, right? Not really factoring in, but even just like, as a default, most people look back on things with good favor, unless it's a specifically, let's see, you have been ended up being friends. I mean, they were friends, right? Like, and it sucks because the reality is there's no way they were going to be able to keep contact. They were in grade school. The MCs had a dysfunctional household. But I guess it's interesting because here's the thing. Yeah, there was no real way they were going to be able to maintain contact. Like that would just wasn't feasible. You could make the case that, oh, they could have, like, say Yours parents would have definitely been willing to give her a phone. The MCs, that's kind of the issue, right? Like again, it's just there was no real way they were going to be able to maintain contact over the years. Like, and again, MC brings up a good point, right? You just gotta. It's just about moving forward, right? Yeah, I mean, again, and funny enough, she brings up a really good point here, especially knowing the MC situation, right? And again, yeah, our parents, right? Yeah, dude's like, I went through a minefield as a kid. Damn, they weren't. So shit, I guess they had to go without even being married, right? It's been 5 years. Little brother or sister, but no, still an only child. So I guess the MC, funny enough, was probably, and I guess, yeah, funny enough, because they kind of did it in an inverse order, like that probably just cemented Sayori being an only child, but also like MC was probably the closest thing to a sibling she had, you know, damn. So yeah, I mean, damn, dude, our freaking daughter's own. What the hell? Yeah, because freaking like, because I have a younger brother, right? I'm in a like typical nuclear family, right? Two parents, two kids, right? That's usually how it works. Like, I feel like, I mean, I guess I feel like two or three kids are most optimal, right? Either you have like, just older, younger, or like, older, middle, younger, right? But it's also within what you can handle, right? I feel like the main issue, I feel like, and I can't speak on it because I wasn't an only child, but I just feel like, having a sibling bond is something that it's an integral part of my life, right? I'll say that. Obviously I fought with my brother when I was younger, but like by high school, didn't really matter, kind of grew out of it, right? I'll say like, yeah, grade school, middle school, but high school, again. So yeah, I will say that. Ugh. But again, and I'm thankful for that, right? So I'm curious how it would have been like if I was in a if I had like let's say two siblings, right? That'd be interesting, you know. So overwhelmingly weird. Yeah, it's like what the hell? Like that is like the weirdest, like, you know. Yeah, it's like shit, Yeah, but hey, dude, I'll say like the MC's got the fucking an our friend, quick to get all pissy, bruh. Yeah, that's got to be Natsuki. And again, this is what I pointed out. This MC, he really does share traits with every single character, right? You know, yeah, well, her literally, right? It's got to be Natsuki, ain't it? Yuri, and again, this is why. No, not our step, dude. This MC really is, he really does draw from every single yeah, every single he really does draw from every, and again, he's about to, yeah, dude, bro, all right, like but he really does draw from every character. Like, yeah, vice president, yeah, bro, she holds that power. Yeah, it's actually impressive. Like, congrats. Hey, that's good. Yeah, and again, Monica, right? Which he doesn't know, right? Foreign sounding. Yeah, it's like I literally just got here. So yeah, right. Yeah, like you're Monica. And again, it's fun. Like especially with the context surrounding Sayori now. Like it's really interesting that Monica of all people started the club with Sayori, given like if she was like held back and kind of viewed as a freak. Like this is a very unique interpretation of her character. Like because most of the time she's usually portrayed as more of like kind of like the class clown, right? Like comedian. She and kind of I don't want to say in the same group or category as Monica, but she's definitely a well received individual, right? But in this, it's kind of the opposite, right? So Monica, but to be fair, Monica is also kind of off her rocker too. Like we saw with her route, so it's like she seemingly doesn't even care about all that, right? Like she like views humanity with disdain anyway, so it doesn't matter. So wait, it's like that girl. It does. It's like, does she have pink hair? Let's see, you being a club, yeah, shit. The room Mitch, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's Mitch Prez. Dude, that's why I'm like, you know, and again, like, because like, I mean, that makes sense, right? I mean, I don't think because she probably didn't think of it that way because like, she'd want that anyway, right? It's interesting how like, it's funny because how she reacted versus like, let's say Natsuki or Yuri or even Maka, because they're all like enthralled at the idea of him joining, you know. Yeah, and again, but like Sayori here is like, why would I not want that? Like, you know, again, like it's kind of interesting, the aspect there, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but it doesn't like I hate to say it doesn't seem like it's been going so well. She's been held back. Like, hate to put it that way, right? But, you know, and again, like, but this is a valid point, right? And valid concern. Like, very valid and like actually like very like, considerate, right? Please give me art. Bro, give me my fucking give me this. There's a god damn, it's about time, dude. I was like, yeah, give me some fucking art. This is what I wanted to see fucking with Kazori. Hey, I just realized this is supposed to be. Hold on, I just realized this is supposed to be. It's just supposed to be this pick, just redone, right? Yeah, it's supposed to be this pick, just Hold on. Imagine something crazy. Because I'm about to say I'm on the I just literally Googled see where hung MC. So imagine some crazy shit pops up in the background. But it's supposed to be a redux of this picture. That's but with obviously the new MC. Like that's so cool. Like unfortunately, we're not going to see this continue because it only goes up to day 4, right? you know. Yeah, it's like I would not want to discover that either. Mitch, what the fuck? Oh yeah, dude. Unfortunately, it's over for the MC. But funny enough, this is exactly what Sayori was going through, right? Like in the like this is actually really cool because we're seeing kind of a role reversal. Because this is exactly what Sayori was going through in the original game, right? Like this is how she felt in that moment, right? Like from her perspective, the MC like confessing her and telling her how, her confessing him and then him reciprocating, right? You know, teleportation. About I was no surprise there. Their pound of flesh. What the fuck? What look? Yeah, they're going to be a part of each other's life. Unfortunately, this is the last day of the mod, I'm pretty sure. So, dude, like the routes I'm most excited, like I don't think the mod's gonna get finished. I think this is like way too ambitious to be a full-fledged mod project, right? Kazori and Sayori, the two biggest I'm looking forward to, right? Monica off a rocker, Yuri part of a cult, Natsuki didn't care about, right? You know, I am my name. Man, this fucking I hate this science teacher so much. You know, bitch, she gonna fucking say a word? Like, is she gonna say something? Like, are you just gonna stand there? Yeah, I am reading whatever the hell what that teacher has to say. You know, but it is funny that oh, what interesting. It's been however long, like infantile. Bro, the MC, come on, man. Like, I mean, obviously he's joking, but he's like the last person. Like, dude, she did. All right. Uh, just responds with Lamau. Okay, that's, Jesus. Even more so. I can't even lie. The MC's cute, though. Like, reciprocate tease. Is that literally not the same thing? Am I fucking stupid? Is this not the same thing? What? Reciprocate tease? What the fuck is he talking? Riz? And again, as I was saying, right? So it's funny how in Sayori's route, the MC definitely seems to be the most unstable out of anyone else. Like I'd say Kazori's route, he's probably the most stable, right? I think Kazori, dude, like I hope to God we get more out of Kazori. Like, wait, what? Yeah, dude, that's why I'm like the MC is an academic prodigy. Like, bro, who is this? Who's We've only met him now. That's crazy. Dude, because Izumi. Yeah, dude, the violation of the dress code. Yo, like I remember you, stats class. Yeah, dude. That's why I'm like, dude, bro, they don't give a fuck about the dress code. You a native speaker? No, like literally not. Ouch. Damn, Izumi. Dude, we need to figure out who the fuck that. I feel like the unknown has to be Izumi. Like, but I feel either that or I'm just completely wrong. I feel like it has to be Izumi. Like we need to confirm this, dude. I bet that when we do Izumi's interaction, we'll probably get some sort of answer, right? So we'll have to get some sort of answer. Like we need a confirmation. But I feel like logically it has to be him. Yeah, sure. And then rather than Natsuki interrupting us, it'll be Sayori. So is dude. All right, bro's gonna get cut by a razor again. Yeah, dude, that's so fucking evil. Like that's actually horrible. Like sticking a razor in someone. Like, dude, like if you do that, you're actually a horrible person. Like you're actually literally like a terrible human being. Like that's so fucking insane to go out of your like. All right, if you're here's what I'll say. If you're writing on somebody's locker, okay, that's one thing, right? Like that, like I mean, it's like, all right, dude, come on. But like it's one thing. But like dead ass sticking a razor in someone's shoe you know that's like more on classes, more and more homework. Home ec, I mean, yeah. Yeah, like what I'm gonna use algebra in daily life. All right, I'll respond to this because like I get what people are saying, like because like I wouldn't say I really thought this way in high school, but like a lot of people do, and it's pretty commonplace. Like you know, it's not supposed to, like they're not going to assume you do that. It's setting you up for, like so I don't even want to say it's setting you up for college. Here's the thing, right? So you take classes in high school to make you a well-rounded human being, right? And I know the common answer is, oh, why did we learn this instead of that? Chances are your high school had that class. Like look at your course catalog. It may have not been mandatory. Chances are your high school had that. I took a personal finance class in high school that literally went over all of like the stuff that people complain about, like, oh, high school taught me this, but not that. I gained a lot of that out of that one personal finance class. I didn't take home ec, but again, Natsuki brings up the good point. Like, cook, clean, shit. Now I can do that, right? But like high school just sets you up for beyond, right? Like it's a baseline. That's why it's like it's not like, oh, everyone go off and do their own thing. It's, oh, you have this baseline kind of trajectory to follow. That way everyone's at kind of a baseline, graduating, right? Obviously, some people can accelerate that, right? Can go beyond, right? With their classes. Some people can take their own stuff, right? But it's mostly for you to make in kind of prep for your post high school ambitions, right? So, like, the reason why they have those math classes is some people want to go to college and they want to do stuff with math. Like, engineering is a very common, STEM, very common, right? Obviously, I wasn't STEM, so me, I never used that. But I still did go to college, right? So funny enough, because what was my college major? It was political science, concentration in law and political theory, right? So just it was basically pre-law, right? With like kind of the side of it, other also being in like sort of political philosophy. But then I did support coursework in standard philosophy, right? That was kind of what I tailored it for, right? With the point being that, funny enough, the one like social studies class I didn't take in high school was con law, which would have 100% translated. But besides the point, right? So for me, my high school experience didn't really go into that, but it did get me into college, which is what I needed to do that, get my degree and be where I'm at now, right? That's like the thing here, right? And what that comes down to is like I feel like people who have this attitude though or mentality of, oh, when am I getting like you're missing the point, right? Like you're not kind of looking at like why do you even go to high school to begin with, right? Like, and again, like also this, right? Critical thinking, like granted, the MC's in like calculus, he's like an academic prodigy, just like Snafu MC, but Natsuki clearly isn't, right? So yeah, it's funny, So he's not, but again, Sayori denied to walk home, right? Maybe that was because of Natsuki, but I don't think so. Let's see. So, I mean, kinda. Damn, that's crazy. And find out this is the Natsuki that Sayori knows, right? So for 3 days. Damn, dude. All right, like, all right. To be fair, like, and again, he's not gonna name drop the literature club just yet. All right, bro. I'm not speaking to this individual. Like he can't name. Oh, this is gonna be their convenience store interaction. But again, I was gonna say, oh, I guess not because oh yeah, this is so we're just getting this interaction. It's weird because it's day 4, one slice because this is day 4, right? Huh. I guess that was day 3. I don't know why I thought that was the last day. But I guess funny enough that we did have that interaction. Brother, dude, this has to be there. I feel like there's no logical way this isn't Izumi because we confirmed if you spend time with him, you on that first day, you get his number, he texts. Wait, no, I'm an idiot. This can't be Izumi then because we're still getting messages from this person. This dude, all right, what's up, cunt? Don't answer, brother, dude. Who the fuck is this guy? Who is this dude? This has to be this dude. This guy's the number one fucking hater of the century. It has to be the same guy who put the fucking razor in his shoe. Like the same guy who pushed him. Dude, we need to know who this unknown figure is. Like, this is actually crazy. Like, basket case. So again, dude, so referring to Sayori, right? Dude, literally, who is I'm low-key glad I didn't block that number though, because I could see that. Dude, that's a dude. But that confirms that that isn't Izumi because Izumi texted us, and this was a which I should have figured. It was just very weird the timing. Dude, that's actually like insane. So we did confirm it wasn't Izumi. So Izumi isn't some secret sociopath. Like, Jesus. And again, like, but this is kind of the reality, right? But here's what I in like again. So even though the MC wants to relive the past, it seems like the MC does too, or Sayori does too, right? But again, also the MC doesn't know the truth as well, right? Yeah, but like look at her now, right? So it's interesting how they each kind of view each other in a better light, right? Yeah, I mean, and again, even he's noting that. So it is good for them. Yeah, funny enough, this is like a Monica mentality now. So this is interesting that we had this like I'm really honestly like from what we've seen like Sayori's route is easily the one that has the most development, most time and effort put into it, right? Because Zori doesn't really have a route, you just get that one interaction, right? But Sayori's really is kind of the one that has shan't neglect. Yeah, I just find that very interesting. And again, she's up and about, right? What the fuck? Bro, that cat probably is fucking rabies. Malmochi, bro, probably dead. Like, yeah, dude, that's why I'm like, low blue at husky dog. I mean, it is like it sucks, but like, and I'll say this as someone who grew up in a dog family. We had to so we had a dog growing up like my childhood when I was like super young, right? That we had to put down in I think 2013. So about a decade ago, right? And then we had another dog we got that I think was alive until I believe 2022. I believe it was maybe 2021. I think no, it was early 2022. I think we had to put them down. And then my family got an our dog, right? So it sucks, but damn. All right, so that explains wait, that explains their situation. Mom, biological dad, divorce, and then the new dad came into Sayori's life before they were married. That explains that, right? So a very similar boat to the MC. So, dude, that's why I'm like, Sayori's route has had more effort put into it than any other route. Like, I wouldn't have never known or guessed, if we would have just not spent lunch with Kusei, right? You know, yeah, with the mom, right? Pepper, big brain English names. All right, it's a spice. Yeah, what the fuck? Oh, bitch, she meant pepper the fucking like peppercorn, you dumbass, Damn, she's saying this too? Hey. And I think this is where I might end it. I don't think this makes a difference. Let's just load here. All right, that's funny as fuck. Yeah, I don't think that makes a difference. So I'm just gonna get through this and then yeah, walk with him. So I just want to confirm that decision makes no difference, right? So, and then what I'm gonna do is, yeah. So we confirm it's not Izumi because we get the text from him, and then it's a different. All right. So thank God Izumi isn't like a secret sociopath. Like, I just wanted to confirm that there's no difference because I'm gonna use that last as like a save, right? So yeah, it sucks. So yeah, no difference, right? Steer the conversation. All right. So I'm gonna save, right? Because we're at a good kind of stopping point. This is seemingly the last dude. Yeah, Sayori's route, super well developed. But again, we're gonna continue on. What I think the plan is to finish Sayori's route, go back, and then probably hit up the Izumi and then the Midori interaction. I'm thinking that probably gonna have to hold off on Natsuki's route. Just given the fact that I have like 3 more days and at most 6 recordings. But again, I'll definitely return and finish that. I should have expected the mod to be this extensive, but again, it was just kind of weird how you have like differing, routes, right? You got routes for each four, but it's like it's not like you jump onto them at the same time. Like, we got the 3 main choices at the beginning, and then Natsuki's is kind of throughout. But again, we'll see. We'll see about that. Don't really have anything else to say. So, yep, that's it for this one. See you in the next one.